So, this video, I want to talk about how mental health doesn't just affect the person who has the diagnosis. So, although I may have the diagnosis of post-traumatic stress disorder and major depressive disorder, I'm not the only one suffering. I think it's the whole family, the whole friends, the whole community is really affected. And I don't know if everybody quite understands that even if I didn't get to bed till 4:30 in the morning because my insomnia, I guess, my racing mind, my anxiety, my sadness, I'm crying, I'm screaming, I'm terrified of nightmares if I go to sleep, or I want to go to sleep because I don't want to wake up, but I can't sleep because my legs are so restless. My mind won't come down. I just cry. There's someone sleeping in bed next to me. And my boyfriend deserves so much credit because he'll wake up and he'll call Phoebe into bed to help calm me down. He'll ask me, did you take your PRN yet? Because sometimes I'm like, my mind is going so much that the easiest thing to do is to take my PRN. I can't think of it. Like sometimes he's like, have you taken your PRN? Like I've been struggling for hours and I'm like, oh my God, no. Okay, thank you for telling me. And it's like 3, 4 in the morning sometimes when he's having to ask these questions and he has to go to work the next day. He deserves so much credit for everything he does, for calling to get me out of bed when I can't get out of bed, putting the tea on for me, for getting Phoebe into bed at any hour of the night, for cuddling me just to calm me down because I need that big hug. No matter the time, no matter where he is. He always makes those phone calls. He always checks on me. And to the whole family, like yesterday, I was so low. I wasn't going to do anything on my own. And my mother-in-law came to the door and she knocked on the door, knocked on the door, knocked on the door, knocked on the door. And I was like messaging Corey, did you send your mom over? Like, and he was like, no, what are you talking about? Because she loves me so much. And she knows how I'm struggling. She didn't stop knocking until I answered the door, and she brought casserole, which was amazing because that was our dinner, and just chatted with me and laid out, how could I help you? And I told her, and we did those things. I made the phone calls that I've been avoiding. I signed the paperwork that I've been avoiding. I read over information and got a better idea of what my options are. And when we first came over, she's like, do you want to come with me today? And, I'm going out to Goodwill. I'm going to visit my dad at the nursing home. And, I'm going to run some errands, go to Giant Tiger. I was like, fuck no. I'm not moving. Like, I can't believe you got me out of bed. I'm still so upset. But you know what? After her chatting with me and starting my kettle and me taking my meds and her writing a list of all the ways she can help me and alleviate these anxieties that are racing through my head, or just like her trying to grasp what the anxieties are so she can help find a way that we can work towards making me feel better. If it's just calling my social worker and confirming when my appointment is, or if it's signing that CPP paperwork that I've been avoiding because I dropped my phone, embarrassed. I have to apply for it. She did it, and I was like, you know what? I do want to come out today. You got me out of bed, even though, Corey's called me 3 times, and it's really late in the morning, almost afternoon. I'm going to take advantage of this moment, because you only live once, girls and gentlemen. So I went out, and I felt so great. I sat with some of the people at the nursing home. That made me feel really great, and chatting with them and being comfortable in a store too. That was really amazing because I don't always feel comfortable out in public stores, and I did. And we got home and Corey and I had dinner because the casserole could just go in the oven, and it made a day that was going to be shitty great. And I thank Bonnie so much, my mother-in-law. And I thank, my Aunt Betty, who cut my hair for free this month, Betty Smith, because I can't go to my hairdresser. And, all those little things that make me feel good that my family knows they can do. And I wanted to pay her, and she was like, girl, don't worry about it. Because she knew how great it felt just to do some self-care. She knew that cutting my hair made all the difference. My mother-in-law knew that getting me out of bed and talking to me in my lowest point was going to make all the difference. My dog knew that giving me kisses in bed would calm me down and make all the difference. And my boyfriend knew that just being there, giving me hugs, and asking me how he can help made all the difference. So it takes a community to keep me alive. So people think that, someone's just saying, oh, that person's depressed. You know what? Their whole family's going through a lot. Because despite me not going to bed till 4:30 in the morning, he still had to leave for work before the sun came up. Or we wouldn't have a house over our heads, because this house I bought for him in hopes that when I died, he would have a beautiful place to live as a gift from me. I fucking live in, and I can't pay any bills or mortgage or water or electricity. I can't pay anything because I don't have any money, because I can't get funding. Even though I work my butt off, EI's like, sorry, you're not ready to return to work. We can't fund you. ODSP's like, sorry, your spouse makes too much money. We can't fund you. OW's like, no, your spouse makes money. We can't fund you. And CPP, I'm probably going to apply and get declined the first time anyways. That's just how the system works. But, happily enough, WSWs came back in the picture. Hopefully they'll fund me. Anyways. What I was talking about in my last video is that it was a meme, or not a meme, it was a picture. In the middle it said trauma, and the words around it are like words of how you feel when you've been affected by it. And I didn't get to finish my sentence, but it says guilt and shame and hopelessness and anxiousness and flashbacks and memories that insert themselves into your head when you don't want them, and racing thoughts. And it was just like, I'll share it, but it made me feel like, girl, you're not alone, that this is for a reason. It's not because you're weak. It's not because you did anything wrong. It's because of what somebody did to you that is affecting you. And I need to look at those things more often. My friend Amanda sent me this really positive message today. And it actually gave me the confidence to be able to make these videos. So, by the way, I am okay. I hope my last video didn't scare any of you. Sometimes honesty blurts out of my mouth because I also have ADHD, so I'm a little impulsive with what I say, but I am okay. I am going to volunteer today. I am going to get out of bed today because every day is a blessing.